We're going to talk about our hydrophobic foams and how they differ from hydrophilics. Hydrophobic phobia means it doesn't need a lot of water. It doesn't really care about water. In fact, it can survive in wet or dry cycles. That's the main difference between hydrophobics and hydrophilics. Hydrophobics can go through wet-dry cycles. Hydrophilics want to stay in a moist environment most of the time. So hydrophilics are typically used in below-grade structures. You can use them above ground. Let's say you're in a water tank and you seal that crack. You might cover over it with paint or putty or a quick cement if it's hydrophilic. If it's hydrophobic, it doesn't care about wet-dry cycles. Most hydrophobics, though, are cured to rigidly or semi-rigid. That's why we don't recommend them in cracks typically. I'm going to show you 3 different hydrophobics. One of them you can use in a moving crack. It's a very unique product and one that hopefully you can learn about and sell a lot more of. That's our goal, is to help you be able to answer questions for your contractors and help you sell more product. This one is our AV280. It comes with a catalyst. All hydrophobics take a catalyst so you can control the reaction. I'm going to try to put about 10 drops of catalyst in here. All right, I'm going to stir it up. So when you order a 5-gallon pail of any of these hydrophobics, you'll also order a catalyst. This has about a 25-ounce catalyst, and that 25 ounces is good for the entire 5-gallon bucket. The contractor could choose to double the catalyst if they want to. We don't recommend going more than double because it'll affect the integrity of the product. But we recommend a jiffy mixer so that the catalyst is well mixed in there, as opposed to pouring the catalyst in and putting the lid on and rolling the pail. We don't recommend that because we want it to be very well mixed. Keep in mind, once you stir the catalyst in, you're exposing it to oxygen and there's moisture in the air. So now that I've stirred this up and catalyzed it, there's moisture in there. It is going to cure. Keep that in mind. So once you catalyze it and stir it, you want to pump the product. Don't let it sit around. I'm going to put about 4 or 5 drops of water in here, and that's it. Even if I poured a lot of water in here, it would only use what it needed because it's hydrophobic. Now I'm going to show you the 290. It's a true hydrophobic. It doesn't care about water at all. It doesn't need water before or after it cures. We typically sell this product in a single cartridge tube. We really like that version because it doesn't require a special gun, doesn't require a dual component gun. It's mixed 1-to-1 ratio. It's part A, we'll pour in part B. And it'll sit like this all day until it goes through a static mixer. It wants to be very well mixed, okay? The way we sell it in a single cartridge tube, both A and B are in the same tube, and it goes through a static mixer on top. It's about an 8-inch static mixer. And by the time it comes out, you have anywhere about 8 seconds before it starts to react. So you're going to pump the entire tube. That's why we like it in that packaging. Just pump the whole thing and you're done with it. So here we go. Start to stir this. You can see that the color changes immediately. We'll say it's traveling through the static mixer. It's nearing the tip, and we'll say it's just now coming out of the tip. I didn't get about 8 seconds afterwards like I thought I would. Here we go, still expanding. I'll get about 15 to 20 times expansion, or 1,500 to 2,000% expansion. Very expansive product, mainly used for filling voids. No matter what the underground structure is, if you've got groundwater coming in, it's bringing in soil and sand from outside the structure, creating a void. So that's how we typically recommend these products for filling voids outside the structure. I can touch it, it's tack-free. In about a minute, I'll be able to knock on it. It'll be just as hard as this plastic tabletop. Okay, AV290. You can see the 280 is starting to react here. I didn't put a lot of catalyst in it, so it's going to go quite slowly. And the last one, I won't make any more hydrophobics, but you can see how thin this one is. Okay, very, very thin. So if I drill straight through the structure, catalyze it, it mixes with the groundwater, it expands 15 to 20 times, or 1,500 to 2,000% out in the soil. It's got good permeation, plus it's going to expand and come back in through the cracks in the structure. That's our AV278 low viscosity hydrophobic. The unique hydrophobic that we've got is the AV248 Flex Seal. As I mentioned, most hydrophobics cure rigidly. 248 looks like this. It's flexible, but it's hydrophobic. So what does that mean? It can go through wet-dry cycles. It won't shrink, won't be affected by that, but it cures flexibly. As a flexible hydrophobic, I expect 400 to 600% expansion with this product as well. Very dense, flexible product, all right? Okay, that concludes this portion of our training. Please feel free to call with any questions. As you can see, we are fully stocked and ready to serve you. Thanks very much.